Hey, Rhett from Present Day here. So the video that you're about to watch is a studio vlog from my time in Hamburg, Germany with my good friend Philip Conrad almost 1 calendar year ago. It's taken me a year to make this video for a few different reasons. I'll spare you most of the details to keep this intro short. But basically, a year ago, my relationship with music, my relationship with guitar, with this YouTube channel was in a pretty rocky space. I was super burned out. I was dealing with the effects of the pandemic and not touring and playing out, which is what I had worked so hard for so long to do. And I was just in a place where I was trying to figure out what was next for me. Was music or guitar or YouTube even going to be part of whatever I did next? I didn't know. But in November of last year, I jumped on a plane, I went to Hamburg, and I had one of the most fulfilling and inspiring experiences of my life. Guitar aside, this thing that you're about to watch us do really reignited my love for music, my love for guitar. It put things back into perspective for me personally. It strengthened my friendship with my best friend, Philip Conrad. It built new friendships with people like Tice, aka Roofman, who you're about to meet. And I felt like I needed some time from the actual experience to now sharing it with you to sort of unpack it, digest it. And so, yeah, here we are. This is my studio vlog from 1 year ago. I really hope you enjoy it. Please stream the album. The first 2 singles are out now. They're linked down below. I have a pinned comment. Go follow Roofman on Instagram. I believe we're going to be going on tour early next year, starting in Europe and then hopefully coming over into the States. So if you're interested in that, go follow Roofman. Go follow me on Instagram and be on the lookout for that stuff. Anyways, all the rambling out of the way, here's the vlog.
Thank you, sir. Prost. Prost. First time in the international airport in almost exactly 2 years. Last time I was here, Phil, hi, and I and Ian and Noah were flying to Amsterdam to go on tour in the Netherlands for 2.5 weeks. That was 23 months ago. Now, Phil, hi, and I are getting on a plane to go to Hamburg, Germany to go play on a record with our good friend Tice, aka Roofman is his artist name. This is going to be his debut album, and we're going to be at Cloud Hill recording for the next 2.5 weeks. Hi! Making a record, so we got a flight to catch.
Extension bells. Yours is smaller.
Oh my god. So cute. That's amazing.
If you put it here, I think yours is smaller.
It is a little smaller, yeah. This has got 2 guitars in it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's so big.
For a
Thank you for
blanket?
your help. Yeah.
Yes.
It likes cookies and
Cookies
ginger
and
ale
coffee,
for
coffee
this.
with milk and sugar.
Yeah.
Don't want you to get cold.
Oh my god. All right. Have a good flight. Carolina all the time.
All right, sleeping in the air for a few hours now. It's probably 8 o'clock my time, but I need to try and get some sleep because when we land in Germany, it's an overnight flight, so it's going to be Tuesday morning when we land. But for my body clock, it'll be middle of the night Monday. So I can't sleep on airplanes, but I'm going to have to try and get some rest because from what I understand, we're going to be hitting the ground running first thing Tuesday, going straight to the studio and getting to work on the session. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get some shut-eye.
Dude, what are you doing?
I got an idea for a shot, Rick. I only have an iPhone and paper tape, so gotta figure it out.
So for those of you that don't know, Phil has started his own YouTube channel recently, and it's really good. So if you want to see his perspective on this trip and what we're doing, I'll have his channel linked down below. I'd be really curious to see what that shot looks like.
That was a ingenious solution.
Well, let's see if it works. That's a cool shot, right?
Great shot.
See? Paper tape and an iPhone. You made it.
Here we are. We made it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is the room.
Yeah. Nice.
This is the room we got recorded. Okay. We're gonna go for some.
It's the morning of second day here at the studio. It's our first full day in Germany, but actually, this is my first time traveling to Europe where I was able to beat the jet lag on the first day. Generally, whenever I come over here, it takes me like 2 or 3 days to get caught up on sleep and feeling right. But when you get here, you just force yourself to be on their schedule. Then no matter what time it is that time of day for you, and you just ignore your body clock and force it to get on the local time, and it worked. So we started running through some songs yesterday, trying to get some basic arrangements down, just get some sounds. The thing about the session is we're tracking to tape. We're doing everything analog, so there's gonna be minimal overdubbing happening. So it's essentially gonna be like playing a live show. So we've gotta learn all these songs, get all the parts down. I've gotta get my signal chain down, you know, what effects and my switching, and each one is unique for each individual song. So I'm having to write notes in my notebook, keep track of what signal chain I'm using, what pedals I'm using, their settings, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, today it's just gonna be more of that.
That extra bar of 2 between the two, so like,
Yeah.
like. And then I'm straight back in.
Yeah, I feel
That's
that the same way.
what I keep wanting. Like when I'm playing with the chord, with the bridge, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
I wanna
Yeah.
get that bar of 2
I
is
think we
kind
should
of.
shorten it.
And then you do extra bars when you build up.
Yeah.
And I think we just stay on that G maybe and build it. Then straight back in.
2, 3, 4.
And chorus.
Try to do it long and see when it gets boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's try.
Even though the ones that play the song are usually not the right people to judge when it gets boring. So-
I've been singing songs, but can you hear me at all?
We just go on that
never seen that before.
No.
Freyden?
Yeah, Freyden Echomatic. It's a it's an amp, but with an integrated power amp and echo.
Whoa.
It's the coolest thing, and you can't find it. I've never seen a second one.
Put my soul in a just to kill some time.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Just to kill some time. My saddest morning since a Saturday night. The lightest thoughts in my everlasting high. Just to get on.
And that's real.
Just to
We're using
feel
that.
alright. Walk through the forest.
Shrunken head inside.
Hey, Johan.
Yeah, is this
9 volts or is this?
Okay, so we finished our initial run through of all the songs. Now we're gonna get set up to do a few days of rehearsal, and we're gonna set up to actually play the way that we're gonna record. So we're kind of getting our initial sounds set up. We're getting placed in the room where we're gonna be, kind of finalizing some gear choices, and then it's gonna be 3 days of running through the songs, getting our parts down, and then starting next week, we'll actually start tracking.
To my fate, it's me, 'cause I'm a fool. And that's how friends become strangers. That's how they push you right to the end. Yeah.
Okay, so we're in rehearsals right now, and we're working on this song called If Birds Were Songs, and the guitar sound I have dialed up for this song is unlike anything I've ever gotten before, but I think it works pretty well. Let me show it to you.
You make it way too real for me. You make it real.
that is super cute.
You make it way too real for me. Can I write you out?
So it's interesting, the bulk of that sound that I have is coming from the Synesthesia, and it's a setting that I pulled directly from the YouTube channel Cyber Attack. Ivan made a video on the Synesthesia a few weeks ago with his favorite settings, and that high glitch sound is one of his settings. So credit to where credit is due. That's not of my own creation. That is Ivan from Cyber Attack that came up with that, and it's a really unique sound. It's something I would normally never come up with, but I think it fits the spirit of that song pretty well, and I'm really excited about it, so yeah.
And just play a little into the next verse, like 2 or 3 bars, to see if it's like still got that energy. Yeah.
Maybe I'll go back to the open fields and get myself together there. And if I see the clouds they send me, it's all good in the end. When the days fly by, but the year feels long, and my weeks are hard, 42 weekends to come. And out of mind,
It's something like that without the banging on the. I like the fucking. Fixed it.
Whoa, 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 shit. Phil and I have known each other and been friends for 10 years now, 11 years now, and I've played with Phil more than any other musician that I know, and I've never seen him use effects on his bass before. But now that's changing.
We can jump to effects too soon sometimes if the song doesn't need it, but if the song needs it, the song needs it. So I think these songs, it's cool to try some things, and honestly it's outside of my comfort zone, but it's really fun.
What's been your favorite one so far out of all these down here?
Well, one of the ones that I've loved has been one of your fuzzes that you shared with me, the gold one.
Gold, yeah, the Mythos Gold.
That was rad. Been using this tremolo on some like down choruses, which has been cool. But I think one of my favorites has been the UA reverb, doing a spring reverb and playing with a pick, and it kind of sounds like a baritone with just a little bit of pre-delay, and that's really cool.
Tice, how are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, happy.
Happy with everything so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're done with rehearsals. We spent all of last week getting our parts down, getting the songs down, and today is Sunday, the first day of proper tracking. So we're gonna get drum sounds pulled up for the first song. I think we're gonna start with Black Woodpecker, and we're gonna really, I guess, take our time on these things, getting the drum sounds dialed in properly. All right, so it's official. We just got the first song done. Black Woodpecker. I think it came out great. Listening to it in the control room, it sounds like it's already mixed. The drums, everything sounds fat and huge. Phil used fuzz on his bass. Yeah, that little guy.
Little gold boy.
Yeah. Little AU79.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go ahead and get set up for the next song, One Drop. And yeah, hopefully get at least 2 done today. It's only noon here, so I think we're gonna be able to knock out a lot today.
Save the day for all the walls that once surrounded me. When I bleed much and there is red all around me again. When I can't see myself, one drop, one drop.
Yeah, sorry. Guys, it sounds absolutely amazing in here. Yeah. Cool. It sounds fucking cool on my headphones too. Yeah. Well, hopefully it sounds better in here than on your headphones. Okay. Lunch break.
honestly, I think that's it.
The first verse was beautiful.
Yeah?
Like after I heard you sing the first 2 lines, I was like, yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Yes.
That was great.
It was.
2 takes.
I think my vocals were pretty good.
Yeah, the rest of the band was shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was focusing on my vocals. Sorry. I think it was.
The guitar work was, yeah.
If you could right here.
The guitar work was amazing, by the way.
Thank you. I'll sample that and I'll leave it on my phone whenever I'm having a bad day. I'll just click that.
Everyone just
Johan telling.
climb on board the rat bus.
Hey.
How cool is that?
What is that?
That's just like a little thing what you jam before the song.
Wow, cool.
It's a vintage Haribo.
Gross.
Gross, yeah. It's been lying in the shelf for years.
Well, you should put it back and see how long it'll go.
Okay.
So please don't count on me. I'm running out of fuel.
How smooth is that?
Is this all that
Something like that?
Please don't say my name.
I mean, it has enough rhythm because of the tremolo. Yes.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I was the dude in trouble here.
Without doing anything, I mean, that's quite an accomplishment.
If it's good for the song, it's good for the song, right? Yeah, I don't mind. I think it's better.
We can do like both.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Maybe with
Both. How's that supposed to work? Like with drums and without drums in the same song?
Stereo. The left ear has.
Yeah, come on, dude. Or you could finally break open that quadraphonic part of the console.
That's what I just thought. But as most people have stereo at home and not quadraphonic,
But it'll be like
just mix the drums in the speakers, in the back speakers.
or it's just an Easter egg for people that have quadraphonic setups. They will be the only people that hear the drums.
Okay.
Everyone with stereo.
I'm all in for that.
Great.
Philip, can you help me guide the moment I come in with the vocals? Like normally we came in together and I always looked at you and then start singing.
Let's try not to have a click. Just because I think the moment when you start singing and it's right and it's not on a click track, it could be real magic.
This time I've been dreaming and I've been singing songs. Can you hear me at all?
All right, we're getting ready to track the last song, and this one is a bit of a jam. And Johan, the producers, decided that for the clean section, before the big guitar solo, he wants the stereo amps with the 2 tremolos, and then for the big fuzz solo, he wants the AC30. But we have to be able to switch from a stereo rig to a mono rig immediately because we're live tracking all this, and I don't want to overdub this solo. I want it to happen in the room. So our tech extraordinaire, Herr Schmidt, is putting together a pretty trick setup. What do you got going on here?
We're going to try to get 3 amps into an A/B box for 2 amps. Deluxe.
Yep.
And should work with 3 amps.
So that should be Deluxe and Gibson.
Yes?
Yes? All right. This should be just AC30. All right, I think we're close. All right, so we are almost done. We've been here for just about 2 weeks now, and we're starting to tie up the loose ends on the record. Tice is in there right now doing a few vocal takes. My work is essentially done. I've done all my overdubs, all the guitar tracking, any other things that I was gonna do, I've basically done. So, and I've had a few days to start unpacking sort of everything that's happened over the last few weeks. And I think for me, this has been one of those times in life or in your career where you make a huge amount of growth in a really short period of time. I've worked on records before, I've done sessions before, but every single time I do one, I learn something new. And this whole experience of being able to travel to Germany and work with a new group of people in a new space in a new way has really opened me up. I feel incredibly privileged and incredibly lucky and fortunate to be here, to have had the opportunity to come and do this. I mean, for me, this is exactly what I had envisioned when I decided to go to music school 11 or 12 years ago. This is what I wanted to do. This is my idea of musicianship and working in this full time. And there's been a few moments on this trip where I've had to kind of sit back and look around and take it all in. Like sitting in a room with my friends in Europe, which is a place I never thought I would be able to travel to, playing on a really cool record, making music that I really enjoy, and doing it in a way that I'm free to experiment and explore and come up with new sounds and in a really collaborative and creative environment. This is exactly what I needed at the time I needed it. So yeah, just want to say a huge thank you to Tice for having myself and Philip on your record. I want to say a huge thanks to Johan and the whole team here at Clouds Hill. This has been an amazing experience, and I'm really sad that this is coming to an end. I'm really sad that that we're going to be leaving soon. But I do have the feeling that this will not be my last time here. Things like this tend to work themselves out, and I really want to come back. I really want to continue to work here. I really want to continue to work with Tice. I want to continue to work with Johan. So until next time.